Yo, what's going on, man? We are back for another episode of a drug called Clout. I'm Landon Moss.
I'm Jasmine Carter.
Oh, and I'm Mina Q. I'm a guest host today.
And we have a very special guest. You've seen him on Netflix's Love and The After Party. My man, stand-up comedian, Jordan Rock.
Hey.
How you doing, man?
Clap it down.
Jordan.
I'm doing good. Thank you guys for having me.
Hey,
Thank you.
thanks for coming, man. We really appreciate it. So we want to get right into it, man. How did you get into stand-up comedy?
Yo, you know it's crazy. I don't never really tell this story all the time, man. So y'all gonna get an exclusive about how I got into comedy. When I was growing up, I was kind of a wild kid, you know. Like, I grew up in South Carolina. I was kind of a wild kid. I used to be out on the block all night, you know, hustling packs till the sun come up. And you know,
Okay.
and I was pistol packing, never lacking, you know,
Okay.
like
Yeah, gotcha.
a past life version of me. And one day, you know, I was out there and the ops rolled up on me, and I was lacking, you know, I didn't have my thing on me. So I started running, and I was running, and I'm running. I thought it was all over, and I saw this door, and I dipped into the door, and there was a comic on stage.
He just make that up?
It was a comedy club, and you know, I've been good ever since.
So,
you know? Like comedy saved me from the streets.
Wait a minute. I feel like that's the plot of the 5 Heartbeats, how it starts. That don't sound like...
No, that's my life.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So comedy saved your life.
Comedy got me off the streets, yo.
Hey, you know what's crazy? So you from Georgetown, right?
Yeah.
So I went to Coastal Carolina.
That's random.
Yeah, it's hell. I saw that and I'm like, damn, it was right down the street.
Yeah, man. What year?
2013, I dropped out.
Okay, cool.
So,
Perfect.
Yeah, that shit
That's
wasn't for
beautiful.
me.
It was boring down there.
Hella boring, bro. It's so dry.
I've never been.
It's crazy.
It's
Me either.
hella dry.
It sounds dry.
That's why
Yeah.
I'm here.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's
glad-
also
we're glad
dry
you're here.
How long you been out here?
I've been out here like the last 3-4 years, I guess now. 4 years. I'm 29, so yeah. 4
So
years.
when I met you in 2018, you were out here?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I
Open
just
for
probably like
him.
a year out here.
Okay.
How'd y'all two meet?
At the Improv, Cleveland Improv, I opened up for him. It was nice. We went to the club. We went to Soul Food. It was nice.
Yeah, it was a good time. The club was fun.
It was all right. I was like, I'm
Well, wait, was
tired.
that the time we were in the club and NBA YoungBoy was in the club and he had his baby with him?
No, no, that wasn't that time.
Oh, that was the same club in Cleveland,
No.
though. That was another time.
He
No.
brought his baby for
Yo,
real? A baby baby?
NBA YoungBoy
No.
was in the club performing in Cleveland, and he
No.
had his baby with him.
That might
like
have
it was
been-
a chain. People were like reaching
No.
up, they were like trying to touch the baby, and he was like,
No,
you
because
know.
we went to Medusa and we was with a couple people and we was trying to get in backstage. You remember? And some girl was like, "Well, do you know who he is? Let him in." Like, okay, like calm
We were
down.
like, chill, white
it was
woman.
packed. What's her name? One of them strippers was in the club or something that day.
There was a
it
bunch
was-
of strippers.
You always try to tell me this story. too.
Yeah,
She's
I
like,
don't
there was a
know.
stripper
It was
there.
it's a stripper. I don't know, one of
a
them.
popping stripper.
Yeah, because everybody want to take pictures with her. It wasn't Drea. It was somebody else. Is she a stripper?
I don't know. You always say that. You ask me this question like once a week. I have.
I don't
no idea.
remember who was there, but we were up in the VIP.
Yeah, it was lit.
Soft flex.
It was
Soft
all
flex.
right.
Yo, so who were your favorite comics coming up? Like, who were some of your inspirations?
My favorite comic growing up was probably Lil JJ. Lil JJ.
Really?
Oh my God, he was actually. I really liked him.
Yeah, not a lot of people say Lil JJ was their favorite.
I don't think I've ever heard.
What?
Lil JJ was my favorite, like, cause I always looked at comedy like, you know, like my family did it, so I was like, all right, cool, what's something you could do when you get older. But when I saw Lil JJ, I was like, oh, you can write jokes now. Like you can write, you could talk, like you could do it at any age. You could
How
do
old
this.
were you when you were watching Lil JJ?
I was probably like 9, 10,
And he
11,
was like
12.
he was really young and he was good.
Yeah,
he
he was super
won
young.
like what was that? What
He
show
won
was that?
Coming to the Stage.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
won
Coming to the
that.
Stage on
Yeah.
BET.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Wait,
I
how old
remember
was
that.
Lil JJ when you was watching him?
Probably like 13, 12.
Yeah, he was like
wow.
the
Oh, he was,
same
like,
age as
young,
Bow
young.
Wow. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
young.
Oh, that's
He was like the
fire.
Bow Wow comedy. He was
Yeah.
legit. He had braids and everything.
And he was country and yeah,
Yeah, he was super
he
country.
was super country. I remember
I
that.
feel like the accent sometimes be helping out though with comedy.
Oh, it
You
was
know
'cause
what I'm
it was
saying?
super black. It was
Yeah,
super
Yeah,
black.
oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
blackest thing you ever see. It was
So
great.
you spoke about your family a little bit.
Yeah.
So for the people that don't know, your older brothers are
Or Chris and Tony Rock.
and
Yeah.
and were they like a big part of like you coming into comedy and everything? And
They were good guidance, but I don't think they were the main reason that I started doing comedy.
Yeah.
They were definitely the blueprint, but I don't think that was the reason I did comedy.
I feel that. Do you ever feel like a added pressure?
I used to, but that's all gone now. Now I'm just trying to figure it out daily.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah, that's kind of like an important part of comedy. It's like your own. You just got to get through your own mental fear. You know?
It's all
Once
mental. It's so
once
much
you do
mental BS. Like it's all mental.
It is, and you be by yourself, so it's like you just be like, oh, what do they think? Do they like that? They didn't say nothing, so
You gotta in comedy. You gotta celebrate no's.
Yes,
Yeah.
Like somebody be like, no, we don't like you. You be like, yes. You saw it?
Finally.
Yo, you watched it.
Right.
So you telling me you watch? Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So do you think it was like hard trying to like find your voice? I think every comedian think it's hard, but like, do you
I'm
think?
still finding my voice.
Oh,
I feel like I'm still finding the voice. I still don't know. I'm still figuring that out right now because comedy. I always say like comedy is like I found purpose in comedy, but now I have to find my purpose in comedy.
Right.
So it's like comedy gave me meaning, but now I have to mean something to comedy.
Yeah. I feel
That's
that.
deep.
That is, man.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
write
write
that down.
Jordan Rock.
Yo, so this really for all of us too, cause we all in comedy. Do you ever feel like people expect y'all to be funny? Like do people meet you like, oh, yo, Jordan, what's up, man? Like, and then when you kind of chill, they be like, oh, nigga, I thought she was funny.
I mean, since when has somebody thinking you're funny ever stopped someone from having a great career in stand-up comedy?
Right.
I
I be like regular people like on the street. You know what I mean? Like, do they expect
I
you
just
to
tell them I'm not off the clock. When somebody's like, yo, tell me a joke, I'm like, I'm off the clock. Like, you gotta come
That's
through.
so dope because like I think it's like more so with like video people. They want you to be on and extra all the
Yeah.
time because I used to be at work and I'm busy. They like, man, you fake, man. I thought you was. I'm at work, bro. Like I can't entertain you. I'm at work.
Yeah. I
Doing
think
what?
it's always weird because you feel like you still need that like private time to like not have to be like, and here's another joke. Like I just wanted to drink this water. In
Yeah,
peace.
exactly.
Like,
That's me. I'm like, I'm off. I'm
Right.
off. Let me go be serious for a second.
right. Like go on Netflix or Instagram or YouTube. I'm
Yeah.
everywhere. being
TikTok.
funny.
God forbid you
Oh my god.
comedian and you be serious.
Ooh,
Jesus
how you
Christ.
feel about TikTok?
I hate it. Man, I don't know nothing about TikTok, honestly. I don't care, bro. I really
Yeah.
don't care, man. I was
Yeah.
watching, but one thing that did upset me about TikTok, I was watching the Celebrity Game, and they started interviewing some white girls from TikTok, and I was like, who the fuck is this?
Oh, I did see that.
I was
Yeah,
like,
who
who
were
is
those
this?
Renegade
girls?
girls.
Yeah, is that
But
who
the
that
black
was?
girl made the renegade dance, but the 15-year-old, I'm not saying this, they call her sexy white girl, is the one that made it famous. She stole
so
it
she
from
stole
the
it.
black
Yeah,
girl.
all that stuff, that's beyond me. That's like what I imagine people feel like when I talk about rap.
I'm dead.
You big on rap?
Yeah.
Wait, do you rap or you
No,
just
I
like
don't
you
rap.
just a
I
rap
don't rap
connoisseur
at
kind
all.
of?
Who's your rap like person that you love the most? Like your favorite artist?
My favorite artist right now, Larry June.
Who is that?
Larry June is a rapper from the Bay Area, and he just raps about like eating healthy and yeah, he just raps about healthy lifestyle and pimping.
Okay. Wait, what?
Wait, hold on.
Polar
Like,
opposites.
like,
Healthy lifestyle and pimping.
like vegan and
yeah,
pimping?
like
Oh.
organic.
Is he young?
living, staying hydrated. Yeah, he's he's born in '91.
But he's from the Bay. Like that's how Bay Area people be. They be very like life self-conscious. You know,
Yeah.
they be on their stuff, but then they say, but then these hoes though. You know,
yeah,
like,
exactly,
what?
exactly.
I don't like Bay rap.
Okay.
I mean, it's not for everybody.
It's not.
What you don't like about Bay Area rap?
I don't like that. It all sound like.
Girl, that's E40. Oh, she said, "Ugh."
Yeah, that's one person.
No, I don't know where we were, but I just did not like the sound.
How do
I
you
just
not like?
did
So you
not
don't like
the sound.
Kamaya? You
I don't know
like?
who that is.
Like
know
the beat,
Kamaya?
I have
like
no
the
idea who
music.
that is.
You don't like I Am Sue,
I have
Heartbreak
no idea who
Click,
that
you
is.
don't,
You know I am too.
I have
You don't
no
like
idea who
Mac
that is.
Dre.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
Now
I
you
swear to
playing.
God, I don't know who that
you,
is.
You just said you don't know Mac Dre of California. You might have to move.
I don't know who. I don't.
We're going to cut that part. Hold
She
on.
did.
Yeah, exactly.
Who is that? I mean, I'm not a huge fan of new rap, so I don't even.
You
I don't
have a
Dre is
Jaden
not-
Smith
I
T-shirt
like
on.
Jaden Smith. I like Jaden Smith. I didn't know I was gonna like Jaden Smith, but I
Yeah,
really
I
like
don't.
him.
I like the idea of Jaden Smith.
He's so cool.
Yeah, I like the idea.
You
of
don't like
Jaden
the
Smith.
music though?
No,
This last album, you didn't like it?
The,
no, because he like. Why do I want to like? I feel like. Why do I want to? You like an artist for their story.
So he's too like it's too good for him. Like he's too.
You just like an artist for their story.
I mean, I like the
I like the
beat.
sound.
Wait, what
and
about
the
a story you don't
lyrics.
like?
There's no story. You like rappers for their backstory. He grew up down the street from here. Like,
But he's doing so much good in the world, you know. And
that's
then,
what's up.
I still don't like his music.
Yeah, like that's what's up. I love Jaden. Like when I see Jaden, I love Jaden. He's one of my favorite people to have conversations with. I'm just old. That's not what I'm listening to. That's my niece's rap.
Man.
I like it.
Right?
That's the newest person I like. I don't know nobody else.
From the guy that likes the healthy rapping hoes, pimping
No
hoes.
bullshit.
guy.
Yeah, you would think.
Right, you want to hear about
I
the
still-
solar panels and stuff?
Yeah, I still need you to be like, hey, we healthy, but like, I still smack the shit out of you, all right?
The
Like,
balance is
So you
real.
like
really balanced.
the hardcore?
no, I don't like hardcore rap. I like niggas being realistic.
Oh.
I like realistic
So
rap.
him putting fruits in his vegan greens?
Yeah, I like this
Real?
nigga talk about washing dishes and,
I am
and
weak.
going
What you
to
say, Tyler?
Target and stuff like that. I'm like, this is fly.
Oh my
Is
god.
it funny? Is it like Lil
It
Dicky?
is funny. It is
Okay,
funny. It's
that's
not
cool.
Lil Dicky funny, but it's just fly. Like, oh, that's hilarious. Like that he said that on the track.
Is it kind of like Kyle, kind of?
No, Kyle's my dude, but
Bro, Kyle's dope. He real
no,
dope.
it's player, man. It's like currency almost.
We're like, oh, damn.
Yeah,
Currency
talking
is
about-
It's like currency.
legit.
It's like currency. Dom Kennedy. He's the newer version of currency and Dom Kennedy.
I'm
and
gonna
it's
look
fucking
him up. then, I
Fire.
guess. See what's up.
What's his name again?
Larry June.
Larry June.
There's
That-
so many new rappers out now. I can't keep
Oh my
up.
God. Every other day I hear about someone new.
Yeah.
Little
Then
something.
they all die, and then you be like, "Who was that?"
No one's shooting Larry.
I heard about like, some dude name was like Lil Telephone.
No,
No,
I
I'm
don't
dead
believe
serious.
it.
For real.
What?
Little house phone. Yeah, my
Lil
bad.
Hou-
Little house phone. I
house
knew it was
phone?
something with a phone. And I was like, I saw that, and I was like, they were like, oh, Little House Phone. You know, Apple be promoting shit. Like, look,
Yeah.
y'all a new track. And I was like, this
Who?
shit got to be comedy. I'm like, nah, bro. Y'all.
Was it
I
comedy?
mean, like this is the
I
thing
ain't
though
listen.
with music now. Music is set up for accessibility. Like,
True.
like all you gotta do is just trick someone to listening to it, and then you've already
Right.
made you've already platinum.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
You know, my favorite
I was so
artist
mad.
is-
Oh, what were you
No,
gonna say?
go
I'm sorry.
ahead. You was mad.
I was so
I
mad.
want to hear what
Yo,
you
you
said.
guys, I was so mad. I like the Lil Nas X and Nas song came out, and I was like, I do not support this.
I didn't even
I
listen
didn't
to
hear
it.
it.
yet.
I was like, I
Oh, rodeo remix.
refuse.
Oh,
I was like, I refuse to hit play on this because if I want to know what it sounds like, that means I'm already supporting this. So, and I avoid it. Like this artist that like I just won't click because I know me just hearing what it sounds like, they think that's a number for you. And I'm like, no.
you gotta listen to somebody else's car. or
Yeah,
something.
I'd rather. Yeah, exactly. You play it for me. Like, my IP is not going there. All right.
You don't fuck with Lil Nas?
I do not.
At all.
I mean, I enjoy it. I get it, but it's like, listen, man. It's the numbers that they are throwing out for music are BS.
Insane.
If you had to go, we had to buy this music, it would not be lit. Post Malone would not be Post Malone if they had to buy it.
Thank
Roddy
you.
Ricch would not be #1 if white kids had to go to their mom and get their credit card to buy the album.
These
I feel
are
like
all
it's
facts.
such a different time though. Like,
It is.
I mean,
It's changing
with
rapidly.
social media too. 'Cause,
It's set
like,
up for consumption. It's not set up for quality. It's set
True.
up for quantity.
True.
Man, you got a lot of real things. You know, he is. Man, I wasn't ready for the heavy today.
So with that being said, like, how do you feel about the online personalities that Instagram people call themselves comedians? You're a comedian. How do you feel about that? I mean, I know you don't care.
Exactly. I was about to say.
But
I was
I'm
about to
saying, you know how
overlap.
like when it was like it popped and all the stand-up comedians like whatever, they was mad and stuff. So like, were you one of those people when it first happened?
No, because you know what? I don't know. Half and half. I will say that when it popped, I understand a lot of older comedians' mindset towards it when it started because it's like when it started, everyone was like, you know, they were doing this thing. It was like a new outlet, and it was like, oh, I'm gonna do this to get into comedy. I was in New York, where it's a bunch of we're already doing stand up. We're already comedians, so we didn't look at it like, oh, I need to do this to start. It's like, oh, I'm already doing this shit. Why do I need this? And then you started seeing like those dudes blow up. But also like at a certain time, it wasn't, we had to get they got the whack dudes out the way. Like I remember, I think it was like Rob Delaney or something. It was like one dude from Twitter that did a late night set. He just bombed. He was like the shit on Twitter, and he did a set and it just bombed.
Somebody did that at Just for Laughs. It was
Oh
like
yeah, it
2
happens
years
all the time.
ago.
It happens
Yeah.
all the time.
It was some dude.
Yeah. So with that being said, like I don't know, I just it's good for people who want like it's an outlet. It's that's not what I do. Like I had to come to terms that like that's just not what I do. I already had the feeling of being left out and feeling like that, and then you stay patient. You luck up and get some shit like love, and then it's like, oh, boom, like I didn't get left behind. Like I'm actually in the business.
Right.
Yeah, the numbers are, I don't know, they're confusing.
Do you feel like younger people understand stand-up comedy? Like the crowds that go for the people who are like these Instagram heads and things like that. Do you feel like
No.
they get the concept of stand-up comedy?
No, they want to see their favorite Instagram stars in person.
Right.
And
They
even
just
if they
wanna see it.
bomb, they just want the picture to be like, yo, I
Right.
saw him.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Right. Do you feel like this generation, like the art of stand-up is kind of lost on them? Like
No.
they don't feel it the same way, or they have to be taught
Yeah,
like how stand-up works? Because I feel like if they're in it just for the people they're in it for, then they don't know what they're going to get anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like they're going there to see, like, to get the picture, to do this and that. But it's like, do they understand? Like, don't talk, don't be sitting in there like. And another thing, like.
Oh
all of that.
no, they don't know that. But that's why you see certain comics, fighting back. You see like my boy Pete Davidson, like signing NDAs because everyone just thinks like everyone just wants a story. They want to say they're there, but it's like I don't know. Back in the day, it was. Now we're in a weird part in comedy and like comedy in general. Even if you're a internet stand-up person who puts internet clips online. I don't know. Back in the day, it was like, yo, you work on your craft, you hone these jokes, and then you tell them once, and then you perfect them. Now it's like, no, record all the time, do something very topical. When you catch the lightning in the bottle, put that online.
Right.
And it's like, let's just churn this out. It's not about quality anymore. It's just about like having a joke it's about micro content. That's what everybody wants.
That's why everything is series now. You see, Carrie is a series.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Why is everything in the movie Carrie? Like
I didn't know
everything is
that.
series now because it just want
No,
a bunch
'cause-
of everything.
No. Also, I think people are afraid to take risks. Like you gotta
100%.
understand, like Hollywood is a circle jerk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just friends helping friends.
Yeah.
That's why they keep doing all these damn remakes of like.
And then also you gotta
old-
understand, like, also at the same time, it's like paid dues. So listen,
Yeah.
when I was 20 and I wrote you this movie called Carrie that made you hundreds of millions of dollars, that built your studio, why wouldn't you let me at 50 make a series and get some more money? Like, you owe me. That's still making money.
Yeah.
Right. That is.
I drew the line on the series when I saw a High School Musical.
The musical.
musical.
I was like, what?
I'm like, isn't it a musical already? I don't understand. I was like, okay, everything.
The series.
Everything.
Right? It's
But
a-
Carrie was just remade. It was literally just remade like 5 to 7 years ago.
Yeah,
I
people are
saw
lazy.
it.
People are lazy.
And
People are
then
lazy
they-
and scared.
Yeah. Oh God.
That shit don't make no sense to me.
What?
Like, I'm just thinking about like all these movies that just keep remaking or they'll turn into a TV show. And I'm like, bro, I know that there are hella ideas out here.
Right.
Yes,
What about us?
that's
man?
why I feel about that. Yo, that's how I felt about The Lion King. Like when The Lion King came back, I was like, yo, they were like, look at this new CGI,
That was
this
beautiful,
top-notch CGI they made. I'm like, dude, the people who made that CGI are like, yo, we could tell any story we want.
Right.
Yeah.
They're gonna tell the Lion King.
Right. That's what's so-
Put Beyonce in it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yo,
Shit, I win.
they could tell any story they want. They gotta make The Lion King. And for The Lion King being made, there was probably 20 original scripts that came in that
Yeah.
got tossed away.
That's real. That is true.
Do you ever like write spec scripts or anything like that?
I'm right now.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, you like that more than performing?
Performance stand up.
Yeah.
No, it's a different
Yeah,
it's a different energy, but no, I love stand up. Stand up's the shit. But writing is just a different lane. It's a different part of comedy. It's like doing Instagram comedy.
Yeah.
It's just a different lane of the whole thing.
What do you want your legacy to be when you like old and you die?
What do I want my legacy to be?
There it it is.
Here we go.
Like as a stand-up comedian or as a writer, as an actor, whatever else you do, as a hardcore gangster rapper.
I would like for people. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to just be light to people. I'm trying to make sure I get my friends money. I'm trying to make sure all my encounters are light. I don't want people to be like, yo, like, that nigga owe me $50. Or like he came into my life and he took something from me, or he hindered something. I want it to just be light. So hopefully I pump out one classic in my lifetime that people are like, that shit, where like they yelled a joke to me. People do that sometimes, but I want it to go up.
Yeah. Do you in this oh my God, oversensitive world, do you like when you write jokes, do you desensitize? Like, oh, I can't say that. I didn't think you did.
No, I don't care. I'm really just like I could give less of a fuck.
What kind of advice do you give to like comics? Do people like ask you like, oh, well, what should I do, or how should I do? Do you have like advice that you offer people?
Patience. Patience is number one, because not having a job will make you think you want a job you don't even want.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm suffering from that right now.
Like everyone in LA is like, I want to be an actor. I want to be an actor. They be reading for shit. You know, if you book the shit you go out for, you're going to have to do that, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's your
So you
thing.
know, if you book this, you're going to have to be this person, right? You know, if you book the Ghost fucking ABC pilot, you're going to have to be a ghost. And if it gets picked up, you're going to be a ghost for like 7 years. You know that, right? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Do you feel like
Yeah.
social media has kind of like hindered the process? Like, because people expect instant results, you know what I mean? Because that's all they see.
yeah.
So do you feel like that's affected like the journey or the process to get to what you want to be or where you want to go?
Half and half, yeah, because I feel like the numbers are confusing sometimes. I don't know. Everyone wants instant stuff. I think that's why, yeah, the process is really disrespected, because even clubs on the road, they don't want. Some clubs, certain comedy clubs, they really stick to, yo, we like road comics. We like the guys who do it forever and really come through and do it. But then some places are like, yo, you know, we just want the room packed. So we gonna book. We gonna give them a weekend. We gonna bring them in we not gonna do nothing but Instagram dudes. You know, we gonna do nothing but the new people, and that shifts out the old people.
The
Yeah.
old people.
Well, you know, the older generation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it definitely affects people. The numbers do affect. The social media does affect people.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's good. It's bad. I don't know. I'm just trying to find my way in it.
Do you think having that? Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was gonna say, you got a breath?
No.
You got it.
I was gonna say, do you think that having a social media presence is necessary?
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Why? Why not? Rather.
So having a social media presence feels necessary because you see it all the time. It's in your face. That's where everyone's at. That's what they're telling you. It feels like it's important. My favorite examples of this are Pete Davidson and Gerard Carmichael. You pull off of social media, there's no number next to you anymore. They can't go and say, well, you got this many followers. They really just go off your work.
That is true. So true.
I will say I never got booked because of my social media. It's always been because someone has seen me in person, not
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
have 100-some-thousand
Right.
followers.
So it's
Nobody's ever brought me into a room.
It's been the opposite for me. Like,
Yeah.
that's how I got on Laugh Tracks, was because of that. You know what I mean? It was because I had like followers and stuff. And like, I was going for an auditions and stuff, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, what's your Instagram handle?" And I'm like, "Nigga, what?
Right.
Like, am I here? What the fuck am I here for?"
Yeah.
Like, that shit is crazy to me.
But it is a lot of people who's gotten jobs because they just want, like you said, they just want the numbers, and
Yeah.
they're not like great actors or
But they
they're
want the social. They want.
yeah.
You
It's
know.
free
I've
marketing.
done that.
Those
I've done
people,
that.
yeah.
I've done series where everyone was an Instagram model, and I was.
How was
me.
that?
It was fun. It was fun. Everyone it looked crazy. I was like, I don't like. I was looking at the producers, like, let's get out of here.
Are they typically like less talented?
No, they were cool.
Yeah, okay.
They were definitely cool.
There are some not talented people though,
Oh.
like, and like they come
That are
to,
thriving.
Yeah, and it's okay. It's okay. That's
Yeah,
their
not
that's their
everybody's
route.
supposed to be talented.
That's
though.
their route. No,
When
everybody's not supposed
has
to be talented.
talent ever stopped anyone
It
Yeah.
from having a lucrative career?
Talent is such a small portion. It has like dang near zero to
Like,
do.
I remember my brother had that is a podcast of him talking to Patrice O'Neal. He was like, "You think it's just jokes?
Right.
You really believe that it's just jokes?"
That's a good impression.
Right. Word to Patrice O'Neal on that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you see a lot of like quote unquote old heads that are just like really over it, that are mad about it? Or
Yes.
are they just kind of like whatever?
Yeah. No, people are upset.
Niggas is mad out here.
Niggas is mad, yo. Niggas is definitely upset. Cause you gotta understand, this dudes that were on the road and they've been on the road forever, and they not getting their weekends no more because it's a new Instagram nigga.
They
only
can't
so
make
many
their It's like
weekends.
the Ubers and the taxis.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you feel like they need to get with it? Like, you feel like, okay, well, you need to like get online and or do you feel like they need to like change what they're doing so that they're in the fold, or just keep doing you?
I don't know. I think I think they need to reevaluate their idea of success and figure
That's
it out.
fair. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I'm like, me right now, even me right now, I don't care. I'm not against Instagram videos. I'm not against podcasts. I'm not against anything. I just don't want to start anything that I don't want to keep up. People be like, yo, Jordan, why you don't got a podcast? Honestly, I'm doing this because I fucks with Jasmine. I hate fucking podcasts. I hate podcasts.
You're
bro.
doing great.
You're doing
People
good.
are always like,
Yeah.
why don't you have a podcast? I'm like, because I know it'll be the most successful thing I do, and I would fucking hate coming back every week.
You just set up a mic in the crib, bro. Like, that's all you gotta do. Just wake up, go back to sleep.
Yeah,
But that's
I'm
honest though. You do, like, if you know yourself, you're a lot more successful, like putting your energy into the things that do make you feel good. Because you'll get burnt out. You'll stop, giving it all the.
Yeah, but I think it's writing right now. I'm definitely trying to get a creator credit on something. That's what I'm trying to do. Pushing,
Nice.
always trying to keep the pen moving. I need to up it because I don't want to be on the road forever.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is the road sucks. But the crazy part is you run into every comic and they're like, I'm trying to get on the road. And you're like, wait, you're
Right.
striving for this sadness. Okay.
Wait, what's the worst part about being on the road?
You can't start any relationship.
Oh.
Damn.
You get there's no consistency in your relationships. Like, yo, what we doing next week? I'm out of here next week.
Or I never like toured how you toured, but I've been on the road at certain times and it's lonely. And then you miss home, and then you don't got no home cook. You eating out all the time, and you drinking and stuff. So
Now, with that being said, I did. I was like a few years ago, I was running around crazy, and I was like, man. I told my agents, I was like, yo, can we like it's Christmas right now, it's New Year, like, can I just we don't gotta pile it in we do. I want to take a little time off. Them niggas didn't book me again until April. I was broke as shit last year. I was like, yo, this is not what I meant.
Right.
I will go anywhere. I love to work. I just want to get it to a point where I can bring my friends with me. I need my friends with me. Because what I'm learning now, if you don't have your friends with you, it's not even helping.
Yeah.
Nothing's elevating if your friend's not there. Because you can't get off stage and go, yo, did you see that thing I just did?
yeah,
You can't just go and talk to somebody you just met about your set.
Right.
They like, yeah, I'm trying to get on the road with you.
Yeah, it's
whatever.
they didn't watch that hard. They don't care.
Right.
As a host, I would watch the headliner set, and if I had anything to add, I would let them know. But I always felt kind of they're seasoned, and then I'm new, and then some people get offended when a new person come in hey, this is a punch up. So I get
but
cool
some
with
people
people.
also new people just don't know your sense of humor. Your
That
friends
too.
know your sense of humor.
Yeah.
Your friends
Yeah.
know what you would say or something. So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so when you be friends with somebody, you can kind of we can punch each other.
I would say,
up.
Jasmine and I, that's a good thing about us. We're best friends, but we live together too. So it's nonstop. I know her set almost better than I know my set, just because I watch her and I'm like, oh, what if you tried this time?
I'll be my boy Reg all the time. My boy Reg Thomas. I do a show called Productively Stoned with him. Shout out Reg Thomas at Reg Thomas on everything.
There you go.
he does a joke, and I'm always just like, yo, man, you gotta do that tag. And they don't do the tag, I'll be like, nigga. He's the only person I'll be like, please, man, I promise it'll take it up, bro.
Yeah. And when they do your tag and it work, and
It
then you're
does.
like, I told you. I told you, bro.
Man, why you sleeping on me?
Yeah, Jasmine's she's a tag queen.
I'm not though.
You are.
I'm
You're good at
not.
tags.
No, you're good at tags. I
I
don't
am,
tag
but you
nobody.
are
I
too.
only gave a tag to you like twice and to somebody else like once.
Yeah, sometimes I'll be like, man, that would have been so much better if they said this.
But do you
Yeah.
tell them? Do you go tell people like that you don't know?
Nah.
Mina
No.
tag everybody. She'd be like, oh yeah, let me
But-
DM this
Hey,
person.
I'm sorry to interrupt y'all. So for people who don't know,
Oh, sorry.
what's a tag?
Oh my bad, y'all.
No, you good. Just
A tag is a joke is set up like this. It is set up, punchline. That's like the big joke. You get a laugh from that, and then once you get the laugh, you tag it as in like you wear
Add
it
a little
out.
like a
You
little
just wear it
special
out. You
something
just
on it.
wear out
Yeah,
the joke.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
little salt bay, yeah.
Yeah, there's usually supposed to be jokes are told in threes. You're supposed to be
Yeah.
like bap bap bow,
Yeah.
and then
you
you're out.
nah, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what?
Nah. That's a
Yeah, that's
tag.
their favorite one.
Sometimes you might go too far with the tag. Sometimes you might throw out a tag just for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of most tags are for you. I feel like he's
I
like
I be
gotta
throwing
say it.
tags out just for me. I do this joke. I can't stop telling this tag. The tag don't do nothing for the joke. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it works. It don't work as much as the rest of the joke. But I do a joke about watching amateur porn where I'm just like, yo, I do 2 tags and then I'm like, yo, the last one I go, man, I get jealous of the dude in the amateur porn. Because, like, you know, I'll be watching it, I'll be like, I want to know the backstory. I'll be like, wait, hold up. What do you do to get his dick sucked like this in this dirty room? Like, he must not have roommates. Like, how much money he make last year? Like,
not have roommates.
All right, so for the last question, if you had all the clout in the world and anything that you posted would go like dumb viral, what would that one post be about?
what would the one post... if I had all the clout in the world and I were able to break the internet with one post, what would that one post be about? I have no idea, man, because I feel like one day I will break the internet.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
Tell 'em.
Yeah, I feel like one day we will figure it out. We will hit the switch because the internet's already fragile. You just gotta hit it in the right pressure point. So yeah, I feel like that's gonna happen one day. I don't know what it is, but you guys gotta watch. Just to figure it out.
Yeah.
For sure. Hey, man, well, we appreciate you coming down, man. It's been a lot of fun having both y'all. Mina, thank you too.
Oh, thank you guys. I had fun.
You guys tag yourself.
Follow,
Becky.
y'all, let me get the handles in. Let me do the self promo. Let me do the self promo. Is it this one?
Yep.
Self promo. Jordan Rock 843. Jordan Rock 843. I know the 843 is like scary, but I'm the most popular Jordan Rock. I'm the most popular Jordan Rock. If you do get to the Jordan Rock handle, it's a dude taking a selfie in a dirty bathroom mirror. Flag that nigga for me. I've been trying to get him out of there for the longest, okay? Please flag him, everyone. Please flag him after the show. I'm trying to get that domain, 2020. Also, be on the lookout. All the things you said, love, after party. But please, March 13th, Big Time Adolescence in select theaters. Hulu, March 20th. But other than that, yeah, follow me, you guys. Jordan Rock 843 on everything, and watch Big Time Adolescence when it comes out.
For sure.
Dang.
Mina, plug yourself too.
Oh,
Go do your thing.
my name is Mina. My name is Mina. But you can find me on the internet everywhere. My Instagram is I am Mina Q. It's IAMMINAQ. And yeah, I guess same thing. Just find me. Also, Jasmine and I are going on tour. Scissor Sisters Comedy Tour. It'll be in Atlanta March 15th. So get your tickets for Atlanta Comedy Theater. Yes. Make sure you watch more of this.
All right, man. Well, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Mina, Jordan, thank y'all so much for coming in. And that's it for today's show, man. Drug Called Clout. I'm Landon Moss.
Jasmine Carter.
And we out.